Hello friends, myself Mukesh Patel from Atmiya Institute of Technology and Science for Diploma Studies. Welcome to my YouTube channel Explore Technology. Today we'll discuss the topic the concept of circular queue, application of queue and difference between simple queue and circular queue. First we'll see what is circular queue. A queue is called circular queue when last element comes just before the first element. In linear queue, we have discussed so far that insert can be done only one end. So in a linear queue, insert of element can be performed at the rear end and deletion of element can be performed at the front end. Here one queue is present in which there are 10 elements are there, and from 0 to 9, when front is equal to 0, that means front is pointing to this element and rear is pointing to this element. In this case, front is equal to 0 and rear is equal to 9. So in this case, insertion cannot be done in this queue. Then suppose we delete two elements here, the first two elements, then front will point to the element 7 and rear will point to the element 72. So in this case, whenever we want to insert an element in this particular queue, then we cannot perform the insert operation because rear is pointing at the end of the queue. So still we have having two cells which are vacant, we cannot insert in this simple queue. So that is the drawback of the linear queue. So this problem can be solved in the circular queues. So here we are having one diagram. In this there are 4 elements. Maximum size of the queue is 6. Front is pointing to 30 and rear is pointing to 60. Whenever we are going to insert an element in this particular queue, that is 70, so 70 will insert in the first location which is vacant. So in this case, rear will point to 70 and front will point to 30. Then we'll see the algorithm of insert operation. So in this case, first we'll check the circular queue is overflow or not. So if front is equal to 1 and rear is equal to n, at that time we can directly print circular queue is overflow. Next we'll insert the element in the circular queue. If front is equal to 0, then we have to set, that is here in this case the queue is empty. At that time we have to set the pointer front is equal to 1 and rear is equal to 1 and s of rear, that is equal to x, which is the element we are going to insert. Next we'll see whether the rear at the end of the circular queue. That means if rear is equal to n, at that time also we have to set the pointer of rear pointer, that is we have to set rear is equal to 1 and s of rear is equal to x, which is the element to be inserted. Then insert the element in the circular queue. At that time we have to increment the pointer rear is equal to rear plus 1 and s of rear is equal to x. Next we'll see the algorithm of delete operation. In this case, in the first step we have to check the underflow condition. If front is equal to 0 and rear is equal to 0, then we can directly print circular queue is underflow. Then remove an element from the circular queue. That means the x will be the element which is pointed by the front pointer. Then we can directly print the value of x which is deleted. Then check for the whether queue is empty or not. If front is equal to rear, that means both the values are same, then we have to set front is equal to 0 and rear is equal to 0. Then check for the front pointer position. If front is equal to maximum size, we have to set front is equal to 1, else front is equal to front plus 1. Then we'll see the application of queue. There are several areas where queues are applied in the simulation work, in the mailbox application, in the processor or NIC card buffer, then in the process scheduling and disk scheduling. Next we'll see what is the difference between simple queue and circular queue. In the simple queue, memory wastage are more and there is no memory wastage in the case of a circular queue. Then the problem of overflow exists in simple queue, but problem of overflow does not exist in the circular queue. Simple queue is inefficient and circular queues works better than linear queue. And in the last point, organize the data elements and instruction are in sequential order, one after the another, and arrange the data in the circular queue patterns where last element is connected to the first elements. So thank you friends for watching this video.